Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Anthem and today we're gonna make your Windows desktop look from basic to awesome. For this video, it's gonna be fairly simple. First, we're gonna download the software that's gonna run the entire thing. Next, we're gonna download some files. Next, we're gonna install those files. And next, we're going to apply those files and we're finished. Don't worry, it's gonna be very basic so even beginners can run with me. Now, first thing I want you to do is download the software. Like I said, link in the description box or just go to Rainmeter.net. However, if you already have this program or you want to skip the tutorial, just click on the time code above or down in the description box and we can start making the skin of the day. To install Rainmeter, simply go to Rainmeter.net. Download the final version. It may be anything depending on when you choose to do this. Download final. You can either save the installer or open it. If you open it, I'll just do it the same. Once you've run the executable file, or if you click on open, it's going to show you this welcome to Rainmeter setup. Go to standard installation. Don't click on portable yet. Click on next, and then install this preferably where your OS is or where your SSD is. You need to load this fast. It's better on an SSD than on a hard drive. Click on install. And I'm not going to be clicking install on mine because I already have Rainmeter on my desktop. Once the installation is finished, you're going to see something like this. With your Windows background, there is a black box, 4 of them actually, that welcomes you to Rainmeter. Just right click on the transparent area on the black box, click on unload, and unload each one. Once that's done and your desktop is already clean, we can now begin installing the skin of the day. Assuming you already have Rainmeter, let's download the files. Go to the link in the description box. Highlight all 4 of these. Go to the 3 dot buttons on the upper right and then click on download. It's gonna zip your files into one extractable file. Now for one reason or another, Google Drive is a bit slow sometimes, so just wait for this, be patient. Once it's downloaded, however, just right click on the file and extract it anywhere. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna extract it where I put my zip file. And there you have it. We have 4 files here. I'll make the icons bigger so I can show you. All right. So just these 4 things. We're gonna install these and then we're gonna apply these themes so that we can finish the skin of the day. All right. First things first, let's install the wallpaper. Right click, set as desktop background. Okay, once we've installed the wallpaper, I want you to double click on dark glass and just install. Don't worry about anything else, just hit install. Now, if you've downloaded Rainmeter and downloaded dark glass already, you'll see a teardrop icon on the lower right, like here, like mine. Right click on it. Check here, by the way. Sometimes it can be hidden here. I dragged it from here to my taskbar down below so that I can see it all the time. So just right click here, click on skins, and then dark glass. Now the thing with dark glass is it has 6 widgets and you have to manually apply each. So don't worry, just do it with the dark glass and then click on CPU, and there's our first widget. Sometimes for you, it may appear in the upper left or maybe even in the upper right. Just to finish the skin, I want you to drag it into the middle. Just ballpark the middle of your screen. All right, to make it easier for us, we are just gonna right click on the widget itself. And there's dark glass already. So next, go to date and click on date.ini. There's our date. You can choose to put it below CPU or above. I like it that it's the first thing I see. Next, we're just gonna finish up here. Music, network, RAM, and time. Now for time, just like the rest, this clock might appear somewhere here for you or somewhere here, or maybe even anywhere else. You can change this to your preference, but for us to finish this skin, I'd like us to put this clock right on the sun. It feels appropriate. So there we have it. We have our dark glass feature finished up. You might have noticed that I didn't put the weather widget because there's something wrong with the widget. Let's just skip it for now. All right, once you have this, I want you to right click on the music widget, right click, and then go to edit skin. It says here that change your music player to any of these. However, I use Spotify. So what I did is just here under variables, player, AIMP is the set as default. I don't use AIMP, iTunes, or Winamp. Well, I use Winamp sometimes because I'm an old man. What I did was just change the AIMP to Spotify simply by typing it. Once that's done, just click on File and Save, and you can close the document. Right click on the widget and then refresh the skin. Once that's done, let's test it out. So I have Spotify with me. I'm going to be playing a song in the background, but you're not going to be hearing anything. It's just going to appear on the skin what song I'm playing, and we can use this to play, rewind, or fast forward. Alright, so we know it's working. I'm playing Gold Digger by Kanye West. It looks good. So we're actually almost done. Next is, I want you to go back to the files. Double click Frost and click on Install. Alright, so it might be different for you, but I'd like you to pause the video right now and just copy my settings. However, before you do that, sometimes this skin can get a little buggy. So what I want you to do is I'll show you. Number of peaks, 32 is my setting. However, if I click or drag this bar, it turns to a -1. Now I've lost my entire music player. What we can do is right click on the phrase number of peaks and then click on edit variables, not edit skin, edit variables. Now you'll see here bands, as in number of peaks, bands is equal to -1. I want you to change that to whatever value you want, but for my screen, I'm on a 1920 by 1080p screen. I'm comfortable with 32. If for smaller screens, you might want that a little bit smaller, or you might want that a little bit bigger. It's totally up to you. Okay, so once we're done, click on Save, close this. Once you've closed the document, I want you to go to Skins, Frost, Generate Bands, and Generate Measures. Alright, so we're back. You can do the same for width, height, and color. Color here, there's actually a box here that you can't see very clearly because the background of the skin is white. You can click it and you can change the color of this frost. Let me show you. If you want it on black, boom. It doesn't really look that nice for the theme to me, so I'd like to keep it on white. But just to show you, you can change it to any other color, like blue, if you like that. Everybody's favorite teal. Yeah. So for this theme, I just like to keep it on white. But teal is also working pretty well, isn't it? Once we have this, let's go to the audio tab. In the audio tab, I want you to pause the video again and just look at my settings. The most important thing here is take the resolution down from any top value to the lowest. The reason for that is because I believe that there's no major effect to any resolution. I'll show you. Let's put it at 7168 and refresh the skin. Alright, we're at 7168, and to be honest, the effect is barely noticeable to me. It might be different for you. You might have sharper eyes than me. For me, I'm pretty comfortable with just the lowest to keep it as lightweight as possible. Refresh the skin. See, no major difference to me. So like I said before, I'm using Spotify. So the music player here, change it to any of these other supported softwares. I'd rather you use one of these so that it can translate to our frost skin. Once we're done, we can move on to the next skin. But just to recap, these 5 things are from Dark Glass. Let me adjust that. And this is called the frost visualization. It reacts to our music whenever we play anything. Right now, I'm on Power by Kanye West. Okay, we can move on to the final thing. Now, for this one, we won't have to install anything. I just want you to find the layer folder and then just click on copy or cut. whichever your case. Now, I want you to go to the directory of where you installed the skins. Now, this is a long one, so bear with me. Go to your OS drive, users, your name, documents, Rainmeter, skins, and then once you're in the skins folder, paste the folder here. All right. So you see for me, I already have it here, layer folder. Open that and you'll find here two files, cutout and layer. First, what I want you to do is find out what the resolution of your monitor is. To do that, if you're on Windows 10, just type on the taskbar resolution. It's going to show you display settings or change the resolution of the display. So you're gonna find your display resolution down here, and you can see mine, it's at 920 by 1080. All right, once you have that, I want you to right click the layer.ini file, click on edit, and change the width and the height if your settings are different from mine. Okay, so let's say you're on a 720p monitor, so probably 1366 by 768. If you are going to change this file, click on File, Save, and then close this. For me though, I'm on the right settings already, so I won't be changing this file, and I'll just show you how to apply it. All right, so we can close this. Right click again on the Rainmeter icon, skins, layer, and layer.ini. Okay, so as you can see now, it appears that the frost layer on the background appears like it's behind the mountains, and that's the effect the layer creates. It actually added an extra layer on your screen, one that is barely noticeable, and we are actually finished. That was a simple skin. I wanted to create something simpler for you today, but I still think that the frost widget is better in white. Putting it in teal didn't really do much for me. Okay, so close this, right click this, unload, and now it's on white. You still can change the settings if you want these bands to go higher, if you want these bands to occupy the entire screen. You can do that by going to the settings. Settings window. All right. So changing these variables will allow frost to change from your entire screen to half your screen. You can flip it upside down if you like. You can create a horizontal rotation if that's what you like. However, it doesn't really fit what we're trying to do, right? So I like mine at these settings. Again, pause the video if you want to copy my settings. These are for display, and these are for audio. For extras, just leave this alone. Just leave this alone for now. For audio, here again is my settings. I like increasing sensitivity. It shows the effect more. So you can go as high as you want. Yeah, that looks better, right? Okay, again, skin for today is titled A Cosmic Breeze, and it's a fairly simple blue theme skin. One you can just download, install, and apply for yourself to change from a boring Windows 10 background into something a bit more exciting. Well, that's the video for today. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. I hope you had no problems. If you have any questions, queries, anything you need, just leave a comment below. I will get back to you. This is my side gig after all. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. I'll leave you for today and tune into my next video. I have something special for you. Okay? Peace. Thank you, everybody.